You sit your ass down and you make music all day. What the fuck?
Yeah,
There's nothing else to do.
yeah.
All that other shit is just wasting your fucking time.
That's what I'm doing now. Just worst case scenario,
Dude,
just
do
gonna
this
work on
shit
some
for
music.
like till you make it, bro. Don't do anything else. Like, just sit here and make music for like ever. Bro. Trust me, bro. It'll work. You're good at this shit.
Yeah. I did want to go to the studio, but I don't feel like it's worth it because what the fuck am I gonna do over here besides practice? I do need the practice, but man, I need to get the setup that they have in the studio. I want to get at home, and that's like it's the cheapest setup. It's just the Nexus 900, but that shit is still $1,200.
Yeah.
That shit is still $1,200. Like at that point, like I might as well save up for the A9. It just doesn't make any sense. $1,200. The A9 I can get for probably 2 grand used somewhere, maybe on Reverb.
Yeah. That's the shit, man. Sometimes it's like just for a little more, you can get the next one. It's like, oh, fuck, what do I do?
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing the same
Oh
thing with
man,
the headphones yesterday. I was literally just looking at I was like trying to understand the used headphone market online right now. Like, I went on all the websites, Reverb, fucking websites I've never been on, eBay, OfferUp, searched like a couple different of the headphones, and I'm like, let me see what's the market like, where is it sitting, and then what's the quality of these headphones sitting there. And there were these
and
nice XCs for 800, and those brand new right now are 1200 after taxes. You know, you're looking at like 1300, and I could pretty much get them, finance them for like 900. I was like, that's not a bad deal, but that was the best deal I found. So now I know, like, okay, right as of right now, the best ones I could get for 900. But then the ones I sent you today, the MM15s, those are newer and those are open back though. That's the thing. Those are open back. The other ones were closed back. Open back headphones might be a little challenging for me just because like obviously my girl's always right next to me, so like she might be hearing that shit like really loud. Like
and there's two
it sounds
wires.
almost like it's like coming out of speakers.
Yeah, and there's two wires.
Yeah, I don't mind the 2 wires. There, most of them are going to be 2 wires. Um, at that price point when you're buying, they're all 2 wires. You know, but then again, I was like, the ones I sent you brand new are 1600. I'm like, man, if I can get these used for 1,000, like that would be a steal. So like, I'm just gonna wait. You know, I'm gonna like keep my eye every couple once in a while. I'll look and see like if there are any new ones. And one day, someone's gonna have one up for about $1,100 used, and I'm gonna buy it. So I'll just wait for that. But also the ones that I did end up buying that were 500 that are going to be sent to me soon, that those are using a new technology that they're starting to use in their headphones. And now I'm thinking like, let me just wait for them to drop the next open back headphones with that technology in them, because that technology essentially, it's like this thing that they did that allows for the headphones to now, you know how those headphones are usually like, if you think you're going to get like deep bass, you're not,
Yeah,
because those are like designed for accurate listening. They're not designed for you to like sit there and like fucking think you're gonna get like a Bose experience of bass. That's not the case. That's not accurate. But essentially, they kind of tapped into some new tech that allows them to get lower lows. And the headphones that I got are the second pair that they released that have that technology, and they're targeting now a consumer market with these, which is why they're $500. They're trying to prove with these headphones that you can get like really good high quality studio monitoring devices as headphones for like, you know, affordable price. The first headphones that they released with this technology are literally like 6 grand. They look sick. They look insane, but they're like 6 grand. And yeah, like whoever the fuck has them is literally at the fucking top of what they do. Like the only people who use those are literally like dudes that are like mastering shit for like Disney, Sony, you know what I mean? Like you're working in studios doing work, like high album work for like Rihanna, Kendrick, like those guys. Like some of the producers I was watching yesterday, like actually make music for those people or master their music. So they were using those headphones and they were reviewing them and they're like, yo, these are insane. Like honestly, like I've never like you have to experience this for yourself. Like there's nothing like hearing it on this. And like I check it on this headphones, I check it on these headphones and then these. And it's like and They have a specific
That's the,
like thing that
that's
they're
the same
checking.
shit. That's the same shit they were saying about the AI ones. Everybody, all the DJs started getting them, and then I got them because that's what the fuck they were saying. But they are really good, so I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, no, and the people, and literally, and then I look at the reviews at what people, and they're like, "Look, I will never pay this much for headphones, but I swear to God, I fucking, I got a pair, and I'm not mad. I'm actually like really happy with the purchase. Like, no one fucking regretted it. Like, out of everything I read, like with this company specifically, and you know what's crazy, bro? The company's like down the street. They're literally in Orange County. They manufacture these here in California, and it's literally down the street on MacArthur Boulevard. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, what's it? I'm about to hit them up and see if I can come in and like test all the headphones out. Like, I'd love that. I'm about to be like, yo, I'll make a sick ass YouTube vid if I can come in and test the headphones. But there's not even that. Here's the thing: there's not even that many YouTube videos on the YouTube right now where there's like, I was able to watch a bunch of videos and I almost watched them all, and I only had to watch like 8, and they didn't have a lot of views. They were like 20K, 30K views. These are mind you, I'm watching like really high end professional mastering like people, and the videos were fantastic. Like I also learned tons of shit about I'm just diving into this world of like music production, and I'm learning so much cool stuff, and it's fascinating. Especially about just frequency and audio and things, like it's just equipping my brain with all this kind of stuff, like saw wave, sine waves, and again, like it's also kind of a refresher because I do remember a lot of like learning some of this stuff. Only now, like there's people talking about it on the internet. Back then, there wasn't. Like I was like, it was hard for me to find videos of anyone talking about any of this kind of shit. So like I couldn't learn, and I learned from like this is how I learn things, bro. I like watch shit and I just like regurgitate it. Then I'll tell it to you, and then I learn it a little better. It's like weird.
People can openly call me out.
But the way I look at it is like I'm getting like these guys have like 15, 20 years of experience like doing this work, and I'm literally within a year I'm going to be like so good. And it's not going to take me 10, 15 years, you know what I mean? People are going to be like if I focus and I stick to this and I don't do anything else for like 2, 3 years, I'm going to be wildly successful, and people are going to be like, "Yo, like the level of success you reach, would have taken someone a lot longer." But because now we live in the information age and like AI age, like we can literally hack the system and fucking fly through this shit. Like it's gonna, what I mean? Like back then it would take someone 15 years to do what we can do in a year with AI. Like helping us build our business with fucking the YouTube videos that motherfuckers are putting out, like giving us their knowledge. Like that's a hack, bro. That's a cheat code. I swear to God. The video I sent you of that guy Luca Dea behind all the DJs at like a lot of festivals and shows, dude, that's a hack. Like you can, if you know DJing, you're literally on over the shoulder of all these DJs, and you could literally hear them do their build-ups, their drops, everything, how they're transitioning. It's a hack, bro. You're listening to what they're doing, and now you're like, oh, what? That's it? Oh, that was, honestly, that guy, I was watching this one guy, and his transitions were pretty trash. I was like, actually, that was a really bad transition. I was like, and you could tell he fucked up. But I could tell by the way he was like fucking with the fader. And then you can look at his face, and he like fucked up. Not like a drastic fuck up, but it wasn't like pro shit. It was like amateur shit. Or just to say like it wasn't smooth. It was kind of just like clunky of a transition. Like it wasn't really smooth. So it's, I don't know. I was just like, bro, like that's a hack. Watching that dude's videos, like hell yeah. And you can hear, and then he also has like good audio, so you can hear the songs and you can Shazam the ones you like almost if you can find them. Like it's another thing. I got like 2 Dennis Cruz songs that I really liked. But I can't find I just found the original vocals. I couldn't find the actual track.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta somehow get my hands on that fucking mixer so I can practice at home.
Dude, you gotta finance that shit, man. Go out, get that shit on like a firm or something, dude.
Yeah. My purchasing power on the firm right now is 700, so I'll get it.
Seems like I can't deny. Some days just don't feel right. I think I feel much better.
Yo, peep the. Let me put this through right now. Peep the Discord for a sec here. Watch this video. You watching it?
That's never. I will.
Music, please.
If I have a song that has like an instrumental breakdown with no vocals, I might want to spice it up a little bit. Most of the time, I don't even look at the key. So I will match the BPMs, put the acapella over it. And what you saw me do is like, I will fade out the song so much that it's like just the acapella going to really like catch the attention of the crowd. And then in this particular acapella, there was like a part where it's like super like hype, and I looped that part and turned the whole thing into a build-up. I used the RMX to do the snare roll and the noise. This particular transition or, you know, setup, I've done a lot of times, and it always works. So I know this is like a moment where everybody puts their hands up into the air, and the drop will have a lot more impact. So that's what I did. I think I never bought CDJs. I just played on them when people asked me to play, and that was my practice. I just did the trial and error thing, and if like I messed something up in front of a crowd, that's what it was. I think I could teach anyone how to DJ in like 30 minutes, basically, but the real magic is like building your catalog and like finding the right songs and understanding the culture, and the power of like being a DJ is like showing people like I can do this with this, and oh, here's this song you've never heard before. So that's what I think was like the more important practice that I did. I'm gonna show you right now how to use the dub echo on here in combination with the reverb. The effects that are on this side of the V10, and my favorite one in here is the dub echo, which has like a very particular time or like a timing that you can choose, which will make it sound like there's a percussion thing going on in like 16th notes, so like which you then can sort of automate into it going slower or faster. And that in combination with a reverb will make it sound like really nice and washed out, and you can create like your own sort of build-up with it. You can even do it when there's like no build-up in the actual song.
that
So,
better.
yeah, the
I could have
setting is
done
like,
that
it's
better.
a little bit to the left of like 12 o'clock. It sounds like this. So you have to get it in time with like the BPM of the song for it to like really.
The boy Mal P.
So it's sort of like a feeling thing. It's not like a math
Mal
thing
P.
really, because I suck at math. And this just yeah, if you get the feeling right and you touch the knob the right way, then this will sound amazing. I just went to a lot of parties and clubs and festivals always, and I still do to this day, and I listen and I Shazam. So yeah. I'm about to show you a really great way to end your sets by using the master tempo
Yo, yo.
and the tempo slider.
What up, gang?
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Did you talk to your mommy?
She's working. I just texted her. I sent her a text earlier.
Send her some flowers and shit?
No, cause she still has flowers from like her birthday not too long ago. I sent her some. She's into like candle making, so I sent her a bunch of candle shit from like Amazon.
Fuck yeah. Take care of your mom. Take care of that mommy.
Word. I'm just here watching some DJing videos and shit. I'm fucking with music.
I don't really do those exercises, so it was like a floor Pilates. It wasn't even that hard for me, but it was just like doing all that. Like it makes you. Oh, I love that though because I felt like you lost 10 pounds. Yeah, because I don't really sweat that much. You know, like I don't know. I don't sweat that much. I break a sweat, but I'm not like a sweat hog kind of person. So like when I work out, I'll get like hot and a little sweaty like my head. I just showed Ashley all these outfits like I chose them and she loves them all. She's like, they're so cute. Yeah. Do I have to rip the price tag off of all this? Why do you think so? She doesn't care. They're anyway, it was like they're so little. It's like $7, $5, $7. But anyway, I was like telling her about that headphone. She's like, I want to get that. I was like, me too. So now I'm gonna, cause it's you read up. It's so they don't. Yeah, they don't. Do you know? Do you have to wash your hair or no? Okay. I don't see why you would have to when they're gonna put. Yeah, that's so weird because they're gonna put oil. I mean, I'm sure they. No, or maybe it's nice to go to bed like that and then if they do oils and stuff. I don't know. Ask her what's best because if it like helps. But did you read up? So basically, I don't think that it's less the face, but I think they just like rub your face a little. But it is, and your décolleté and your neck, which is nice because my shoulders are always tense. I love a good
Looking anteriorly, so if I have my
too.
hands under my pillows like this
Same, me
and I
too.
lift up to like
I
move
always make
myself,
boy rub. I
my
feel like when
arm
I get
comes out from
anxious,
the
that's where I
front.
feel it.
I know, dude. Yeah, it's bad, bro.
Anyways, what your new car? Yep. I'm gonna be. Thank God I didn't extend my trip though. It's like a bunch of baby shit happening over there. I'm gonna be bored out of my mind after 5 days though. That's what I'm saying. It's just like it's a lot because it's like her feeding the baby and then it's like Joseph and then they're napping so you gotta be quiet. You can't watch TV. You can't do anything. And then I have to like cook. Yeah. I think I'll try to cook for her. But I'm gonna like I think I'm gonna try to like
Mayor's gonna be
have her
excited
go
this year.
down
La noche.
stare at me and do my TikTok lives at least at nighttime and then I'll
No
restart
sé,
it.
Anyways,
So you do have two bedrooms then. Oh. So wait a second. You do have two bedrooms then. How could we?
And the way I do it is,
Oh,
it's intentionality.
with a room,
You're intentional
and
about it.
then
You
you'll
sit
have.
there and you say,
Oh. Yeah. So why did you tell me you don't want two bedrooms? So where will we stay?
so
Oh.
there's no distractions. There's
Because
just on the
I
bathroom.
like if I come there,
And
I
you're
want to go
moving.
see
And
TV.
as
I'll
you're
have to
moving,
stay like a day or two.
you're not moving fast. You're moving slow.
I
Because
could.
this is how I notice that I could work
Or
on my
you can.
part. Because I
Or I
ask the
can
same
sleep on
question.
the
I'm like,
couch
how
and
do I
everything.
practice my
It
center? Like,
becomes
I
like
don't
a
know how
house.
these motherfuckers do it. There's no program
Oh yeah,
that's
that's
like,
true.
here's how
I
you
won't be
practice your
able to
center.
sleep. Maybe.
At least I haven't found one.
Why are you
So
snoring
as
like
you
that? Has
move,
this never before?
you keep your reticle in the center of your screen, not like over and then you get back to the center, over and then there's the person. You can tell when you're
Nasal.
moving in center. It's like it creates like a parallax effect that your eyes can see.
Oh.
That's muscle memory. And
Ew.
eventually it gets muscle memory, so you have to be
I need to get my ears cleaned. I 100% have an
you have to
issue.
be an
I'll tell you
extension of
right
your
now.
character, meaning like whatever
What
your
are you
brain wants your
talking?
character to do, your character needs to be able to do it and be accurate about it. I haven't even reached that level of like coordination with my controller and my settings, which is why I struggle and I over aim, I under aim. These guys don't miss. It's a game of like who makes the other miss first.
Oh my god. Wait, why is it collabed?
Yeah, I mean,
Man, that's so bad.
when you have
How did that happen when you got your nose done? They don't. Oh. Because I wonder that I still have it too. Do that on your belly. No, it's you. Do that. This was the table I got my seat from like yeah, so thin and small like yeah, Gary, welcome to my seat. I washed it, the coverings when I got them, and it's like falling apart. I already said that, and I'm like, you guys said that I can wash them, and you're like, no, they can't send me anywhere else. I said, you know what? I'm never gonna buy you one. I'll never wash it again. That's what I think of you. What's his mom just say? Listen to me. Look at I can't put a foot. Where are you going? All right. Good. Love you. Bye.
out here, bro. We're gonna get it done. Alright, I'll see you in a bit.
I'm gonna go work out.
No! Let me roll you. What a jerk off you are. You did that on purpose. I need to go work out. You need some hot bubbles. Fucking yap until all morning, bitch. Yappy yap 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 yap. Smells like food in here. Oh jeez.
Here. Here.
I gotta go do a workout while waiting.
Hmm.
Let's focus on the snares now.
Did you say something? The hearing things?
We have a little bit a special snare situation here because the snare is not as usual on the 2 and 4 hit. Here it comes more as a fill. And we have 3 types of snares, and one was standing out a little when I was listening through the track in the beginning, and at the same time I had the was not standing out enough, so it needs a little bit more push. This one is not named correctly here, so first of all I would just name it to have like a better visibility, and I will include it in a group which I will call the snare group. And yeah, let's focus on the snare. I'm giving it a quick listen. The snare brings the spice into the groove. It's very important, and I have the feeling it could be a bit more present and yeah, with more upfront feeling. So I would use the overdrive here again, and
You wanna go
bring
downstairs?
it up with let's say 10%
Okay.
dynamics and 10% wetness, focusing more on the higher spectrum of frequencies, and nothing else to it, and I think it's fine here so far. So let's check out the third snare. Yeah, this already, I just saw that there's like this huge amplifying on 72.6 hertz, which is very artistic, I would say. And it feels that it's some kind of like a support for a fill which is happening here. So I just need to find out what else happens at this point in the track. And as far as I remember, there was a fill group down here, right? Let's check it out over here. I'll give it a slight different color. I can, by the way, I can adjust the color of the whole group just by right click and then assign track color to channel or to the whole group. So now it's like the fill here, I can find it more quick and it's more comfortable for me. So I see that this fill, which I would have focused on a little later, is communicating with the snare here. Yeah, so it's the same what I said, like the elements, they want to stand next to each other. So the artist here was trying to bring the snare closer to the fill because it happens at this point and it's kind of like the whole sum. So actually I would have made the decision to bring this snare, and I will do that, into the fill group here because it's not having a snare function, and I will switch off the fills. This is something we will work on later. So I'm having now a snare group with just 2 snares, and what I would do is definitely to use my glue compressor, my beloved, to bring in a little bit more push. I have to say, when you start compressing one group, then the other groups, they want some compression too. It's like it's a bit some kind of addiction starts with the first compressor. So at one hand side, I would always say, hey, be careful with compression. On the other hand, I would say, okay, if you start with compression, then you have to keep on doing it. When you start a track and you are in this process of composing and producing, and you will have 1 or 2 key elements of the track and you do a lot of compression on, then it will force you to use more compression on all the other elements coming in to be able to compete with this like super compressed element. So I would recommend not to compress too much in the beginning and more work with compression on those groups I'm creating here. So let's do like a classic glue compression on the snare group here, just soloing it. I see the clip here is already telling me that there's a lot of gain. This is because like here the presetting here, the makeup comes like with 20 decibel because yeah, I was changing this earlier, doesn't matter. Let's play just 5 decibel gain reduction here, makeup down to around 5 AB without we can do a bit more. Bit makeup. I still can hear a little distraction when this second snare comes with the hit. So I do a little more ducking here, make it faster, make it longer. Yeah, it's better. Let's have a listen how that all sounds together. Maybe I just should pick a moment when the snare is playing. And now I can compare it with my rough mix. Yeah, here the snare has more body, but it sounds damped and not in the mix. Now, my version. It has more punch. I would say it has a bit too much punch here. I would taking down a little. And as well, a little compression. Down here. This is the rough mix. My version. Yeah. This is what I wanted to have it sound like. Well, so snare group, clap group, done. Next we can focus on the hi-hats. My version. It has more punch. I would say it has a bit too much punch here. I would taking down a little. And as well, a little compression. Down here. This is the rough mix. My version. Yeah. Here. My version. And now I can compare it with my rough mix. Yeah, here the snare has more body, but it sounds damped and not in the mix. Now, my version. It has more punch. I would say it has a bit too much punch here. I would taking down a little. And as well, a little compression. Down here.
Hello?
You talking to me?
All right. She's gonna stop by.
What'd you get your mom for Mother's Day?
I think she's heading here now. I'll be here in like 30 minutes.
Hey friends, now that we've done some bus compression and we've also done some sidechain compression, I think it's time now that we can start to look at other effects that you might apply to a bus. What we're going to do now is we're going to focus on the drum bus and we're going to take a look at using saturation on a bus. All right, let's check it out. So I'm going to focus on the drum bus at this point because trying to get the drums to sound cohesive and together and to sound as if they're one instrument usually takes a combination of effects. And this
Whirlpool again. Backseat, I choked. I don't know where that kid came from. Two back there, two back C.
effects. And this move can be applied to other buses, but
Bro, I suck with this fucking sniper. What's wrong with this shit?
I think it's the most audible in this situation. Now, the next effect that we're going to reach for is saturation, okay? And remember, there's so many different ways that you could saturate, and there's so many different plugins or devices that Ableton has that offer saturation. I'm just going to reach for a straight up saturator at this point. When it comes to using an effect on a bus, you realize that anything that is within that bus will get affected by this. So this saturator now
Read it.
applies to any of the drums in the entire
Some
song.
of this on the
Okay?
chicken.
Hmm?
On the chicken. Should we try this?
Yeah.
Like a little bit?
Yeah, that's good instead of the actual stuff. I think I bought like a chicken seasoning.
Whirlpool, two of them Whirlpools so low. So fucking low. I almost killed both of those kids, bro. Yeah, I've heard camo. We have camo, we have camo. Damn it. There's no way that kid killed you. Watch C-spawns, long haul, long haul. Oh my god, what the fuck? Glass, glass. Nice. Another one back there, another one of glass, Mo. Where'd he go? He backed up. Control, bottom control, top control. He's going top A ledge, he's going top A ledge. No eyes on him, no eyes on him. Oh my god. Mangler. Nice. Desaralina. Watch your nice. Watch your whirlpool. Oh fuck, making no scopes me? No way. Long haul. He's chasing you long haul. He's chasing you long haul. He's gonna be right here. Oh shit. Control also. Control low. Control really low. Nice. Another one in C plat. They're jumping on you, boy. He's back there. He's back there. I swear. Mangler pit. Mangler pit. Nice. They have camo, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god. I have camo. Triple stack. Grenade. Top control. Nice. Another one back there. Sessa. Nice. Let's watch A spawns. Top glass. Top glass. He's beatbox. He's beatbox one shot. He's beatbox one shot. Thank you. What's coming up? They're grabbing camo. There's two of them on it. One shot glass. One shot glass. He has a sniper glass. He has a sniper. He's just sitting glass. Good help. He's one shot up there. I hit him. I fried him. Yeah, he's one shot. Get him there, boys. He's running long haul. We're just better.
Sunbathing kid. You loving it outside.
Many people go to the gym. Many people run outside. Hey, send this to somebody who need to be in your arms right now. Hey, send this to somebody who need to. Master your small talk. Master your small talk skills.
Mama, you know something about this chicken, what she does?
What happened?
Mama, you know something about this chicken, what she does? Mama, you know something about this chicken, what she does? You know something about this chick? They teach you about it in puppy school.
So it's very important. Reason that this is
I mean, there's something you need to know about this chick. I don't know if they told you, man. I don't know. But will this chick take you out?
so far down in the course is that
Huh?
this is how you learn subtlety. And subtlety is just so key right here. Now, the saturator is going to solve a bunch of problems for us. First of all, if we watch this track just play,
Oh, my mom's
check,
taking you
just
on
check
a
it out
walk?
without the saturator on.
That's nice of mom.
We can see that there's a big gap between the RMS and peak level. And as you already know, saturator can help us dial that in. And so, of course, if I turn on saturator and turn on soft clipping, feed a little bit of drive into this, and pull the output down a little bit, this is obviously going to help us prevent clipping from happening. So without the saturator, we get, and then with it, we get, so we get that free gain, right? We get that we get that situation where we're not making as much peak signal as we were before, and we wouldn't challenge a limiter as much, right? So this will help us dial in our mix a little bit better. But what I just did is I set saturator up in a very transparent way. Like you can't really hear the saturator. Basically, all that this is it's two stages of very transparent clipping. Analog clip here and analog clip on the output, right? So this is just two gain stages of clipping, right? That's all that that is. And it's very transparent. It'd be very difficult to hear the difference between these two things. And analog clip on the out, transparent, much peak signal as we were before, and we wouldn't challenge a limiter as much, right? So this will help us dial in our mix a little bit better. But what I just did is I set saturator up in a very transparent way. Like you can't really hear the saturator. Basically, all that this is it's two stages of very transparent clipping. Analog clip here and analog clip on the output, right? So this is just two gain stages of clipping, right? That's all that that is. And it's very transparent. It'd be very difficult to hear the difference between these two things. Maybe the smallest change in the kick drum, but other than that, that's all I can really hear, right? So let's look at using saturator in a way where we actually can hear what it's doing, okay? So there's a couple flavors on here that I really enjoy on drums, one of them being soft sine. So this is going to be a more audible distortion, okay? So without the saturator, we get, and then with it, we get, and you can really hear that character, right? There's a character change here, and that's what I want to use saturator for. I want to dial in what is the character of these drums that I'm trying to get. And it also sounds like we're increasing certain frequencies. So what I want to do is I'm also going to grab just an EQ8 just for reference, and we're going to watch the difference here, okay? So without the saturator, we get, and then with the saturator, watch the curve. You can see that the mid-range is getting a little more saturated. Especially in that snare drum, you can see how low that is. Take a look. There's just a little bit more power right there in that mid-range. And of course, we're sensitive to this range, so we can really hear that change. Okay? So this sounds pretty cool. And if I was going for this kind of like dirtier sound, this is a great way to do that. So maybe one thing that I would do in order to finalize this kind of saturation is I would work with my either an
Also, which gloves did you use for the chicken?
What the fuck? No call outs, man. Fuck. That kid's tires. Oh, they're so low. Planners.
chemicals in organic blueberry. She's
Camo-
doing far more damage.
Camo's on bottom mid, so
I don't know. Taste
Camo's
them.
still bottom mid.
At the end of,
Camo, Camo's
or
still
maybe I
bottom
would
mid.
work here using this little post filter. So
Camo's
remember,
still
as you
bottom
turn
mid.
depth up, it will carve out whatever frequency this is pointed at. So maybe
have
I'll
camo.
mess around with this real quick. Okay, so that's really intense. I'll start to dial this back until it makes sense. Right, so without it, we get, and with it. Now, I want you to listen to this. Now listen to what this sounds like without the saturator in the mix and then with the saturator.
Cafe.
Okay, so take a listen.
Damn,
powder
B
free.
stairs.
Sterling powder free, it says on
Says
them.
what?
B stairs
Powder
right now.
free. Yeah. I told you, those ones don't feel powdery. Actually, the ones that I unwrap always have a weird smell and feel powdery. But those.
How the fuck did I fuck that up, man?
Just like latex, I think.
Yeah. The ones that you open are sterile, so there's like no microbes, no bacteria, nothing on them.
But
They're
like I use my
surgically
hands
clean.
and that has bacteria on it. I think once you cook it, the bacteria. I just was
Cafe.
worried about chemical powder on. Like when you cook it at high heat, it kills any bacteria. But like if it was chemical stuff, then that would be a different story. But it says powder free on there.
C stairs. Two of them.
When I turn the saturator on, what happens? Well, what I hear is I hear a
Camo
lot
is
more
coming up.
presence. It's really front and center, right? Saturators have, again,
Let's go. Let's go. PD is one shot. They're camping, guys. They're set up. You gotta make sure you get that kid off of PD. Get that shit. Let's get that kid off of PD. Nice. We're done. Bottom mid. I'm just getting fucking rolled now. Double. Hold it and see. I'm getting shot. I'm gonna die. Fuck, man. Yeah, hold Paul over there for a little bit. B stairs, be rail. B stairs, he's sitting back there. Yeah, grenades. I don't understand. They're getting god spawns. I got you. Go, go, go. Driveway again. Driveway again. Hold it for the win. Hold it for the win. We got time.
So I'm gonna pull this bass down a little bit.
Hold that shit for the win. Beautiful. Nice. B stairs one shot. B stairs one shot. We have camo. It's one shot. Fuck. ATM one shot. ATM one shot. Nice. 3 dead. Bottom mid one shot. He's tires now. He's tires. Watch your tires. Bottom tires one shot. Bottom mid. Bottom tires. Bottom tires one shot. Fry. Turn around. Fucking Fry, man. Cafe. Cafe. Okay. He's weak. Let's get some time. Nice. PD. PD. They're spawning PD. Three dead. 3 dead. One shot tires. One shot tires. One shot tires. One shot tires. Fuck. Tires. PD one shot. Back PD one shot. He's right next to you. Alright, we gotta get that ball. 2 minutes. Let's go. Two dead. 2 dead. Let's get ball. gotta play time here. Once they drop it. They're so weak bottom mid. That kid's sitting bottom mid ATM. Another one down there. Throw it this way if you have to. B stairs. 6 seconds. We'll just hold it for a little bit. They're chasing you. Keep running. Oh my god. They're running out of time now too. Nice. That's triple. Nice, 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 Fran. That's game over. Shit. What's this?
I made a iced caramel soy latte. It's what?
Nigga sleeping. Wake up.
What are you doing? No.
One shot there. Overshield's still up. Overshield's still up. Nice. Oh my god. They're both one. They're both one. Another one there. Another one there. One shot. A max. Batch. Nice. Two dead. Three dead. Nice. Go, go, go. I'm coming to help right now. Nice snipes. Nice snipes. That 3 dead. 3 dead. Easy cap. Easy cap beer. That was huge, boys. Ah, GG's. Oh, boy. Holy. Just like that. We're just better, brother. I think they had a kid not playing or some shit as well. That's another one that's left. Yeah. We had that first opening game. We had 3 kills. Like that completely fucked them.
You gonna walk him?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my god. Oh my god, that hurts.
Yeah.
It's like sore. Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna walk him
what the
soon.
fuck is this about?
BRB.
Oh, the one should be here any minute. These guys might want to play dominoes tonight. I'll be down for that. It's nice out. But
You gotta go to Germany. Well, the here. Good boy. Yeah. And I wanna watch that show with you. And I wanna watch the show with you. Alright, hold on. Yeah, hold on, hold on. I wanna watch the show with you. We gotta go for it.
I don't know if I'll go out. I'm still trying to wait to see what's up with these guys. Make those burgers and then watch the show maybe. What time
Yeah.
does this show start? 9?
We could do burgers, we could do pizza. We got 2 pizzas.
Pizza as well. Your phone's right here.
Ain't nobody looking shops here, honey. Take that nonsense elsewhere. Gucci will place. Don't phase me. However, I do think they need to stick up for themselves a little bit. Because these people come in here and they think they can just say whatever they want. This is not the New Jersey girl walking on the Wild West. Sorry. Telling you so on the Wild West. Oh, thanks, Chico. Hello,
Killed
Megan.
one back there in market.
How you doing?
I killed two double. We get that camo. Nice. LR low. LR low. He's back there still. Thank you.
Why?
Oh, top lift. Top lift.
What do you mean? You're whining about me?
Top lift. Good hill hold. I'm coming down to help in a second. Stay alive, camo. I'm down here ready. Dip. Dip is low. Dip is really low. Never mind. He's gonna get away. Nice. That's the one. Huge. Yep. Yep. Let's get some hill time. They're spawning truck. They're spawning truck. One dead at truck. Watch hotel. Yep. Still truck. Hotel and hotel. Hurt her. Hurt her.
Guys, I need 3 roses to make my
I'm living. On truck low. There it is. 2 dead. Another one, hotel. Let's get some hill time. 2 dead. Get some hill time. Still hotel, by the way. Shots on dip. Shots on dip. I put shots on both of them. Got one. Here's another one. 3 dead. 3 dead. Get that time. Beautiful. Good cap. Nice. Back. Yeah, he's in the back there. We have to get those back spawns. We gotta sit back there. Oh shit, they're all in there. They're all in there. I'm backing up. Posters also. Watch posters. Watch your posters. LR. Shots on LR. Shots on him. Shots on your yard. We gotta get hill time, boys. All right, we go to the next one. Go to the next one here. No doubt. It's my fault. Kill that kid. mark it really low. He's one shot back there somewhere. Nice, that's the one. Two dead. In hill now. Watch your hotel. Watch hotel. I'm good. I'm here. I'm here. Watch your market. Pop a market. Nice, nice. Stay in hill, brother. I got your back. I'm sitting a hotel. Okay. I got him. I got him. Double. Top A ledge. Watch your lift. Watch your top lift. We just gotta step in it, boys. Whenever you get a chance. Dip. Yeah, good fucking shit, Brandon. There we go. Are they saying something? Damn, I don't hear them. I killed two. I killed two. Hotel's the last one. Yeah, we're better, brother. Nah, don't sweat it. You're doing better than these kids. LR. Two dead. Why you say that? What rank are you? I can't hear them. I'm going. They got it. They already got it. Damn, I wish I could hear those kids. We'll get this one as well. They're all truck side. They're all truck side. Three dead. Three dead, boys. Three dead. Last one. Last guy hill. Heard that. I got one. Got killed though. Two dead for them. Top dip. Top dip. He's above you, Hall. Try. Let's get this kid out of the hill. I killed one too. Yep. All right, I'm jumping in it. Heard. Good call. Okay. Still glass. All right. Heard. I'm putting shots on him. Heard. Good call. Got him. I got another one. One shot. Posters. Two dead. Three dead. Three dead. That's it. That's game, boys. Good game. Oh shit. We got him. Easy. Hello? Okay. Okay, I'll come check. Oh man, she was a fairy.
Love my kitchen.
Boy,
Tía Amanda. Oh, ay, qué bueno. Ay, qué planta que está linda. Ay, qué lindo. Fíjate, también Amanda, yo no sigo de llega la mano para la puerta para que sea y un pedacito de pudín de pan para que se para que lo comemos con pan. Ya tirado la sí, sí, me lo papi, entonces yo